ギャンブルは狂っているほど面白い。駆け狂いましょう。
So, you've decided that you're ready to watch some anime. Whether you're looking for something to binge or want to add another title to your growing collection, you're in luck. There are many titles on Netflix. Of course, begs the question, what do I watch? That's where we come in. In this video, we review some shows that you can watch today on Netflix. If you love anime, give this video a thumbs up. I'll show you 10 of my favorite anime series on all of Netflix. If you have Netflix, make sure you check these out. Anyway, this video is not sponsored by Netflix, so let's begin our journey. At number 10, we have Kengan Ashura. This anime will go down as one of the best once I finished. It has no romance, no slice of life, or new school stuff. It's about fighting, revenge, and honor. It keeps you at the edge of your seat with every episode and leaves you drool for more at every cliffhanger. Also, this anime has a huge variety of unique fighters. I like Kengan Ashura because it is a very cool anime that is different than other animes. In this anime, you learn about a sport where money and survival are on the line. Kengan Ashura was an entertaining anime. If you have never heard of it, start watching the series right now. It's available on Netflix if you're unable to find it anywhere else. This is a review of some of my favorite parts and characters. The artwork and the soundtrack was also really cool. In at number 9, we have Little Witch Academia. Little Witch Academia is an heartwarming series with amazing animation and has touched thousands of anime fans. I want to talk about it in this video because I love the characters, depth behind the story, and it brings up some interesting points for discussion. Little Witch Academia is a story about a young girl named Atsuko Kagari. Her dream is to become like the evangelist Shiny Chariot, who's famous for being elegant and well-versed in magic. There's nothing more fun than a good magical anime. Little Witch Academia you can watch on Netflix. Let me know if you want more anime reviews in the comments below. In at number 8, we have Kakegurui, Compulsive Gambler. What happens when smart becomes sexy? Welcome to Kakegurui, a new anime that perhaps most easily comparable to Kaiji, the fascinatingly over-the-top series about the dark side of gamification and the depths people go to for money. However, where Kaiji is primarily about bluffing and pressure, this show is more about compulsive need. I've seen it compared to gambling addiction, so Kakegurui, I don't know if anyone's seen it already, but it's awesome. It's about a bunch of rich kids in Japan that gamble on high stakes, games of skill and chance, the whole gambit. The plot follows a girl named Yumeko Jabami who transfers to Suzuran all-girls school for the elite, where she quickly finds herself in over her head. It's a super good fun show that revolves around crazy mixed up games and serious mind games. It's great fun and I have a feeling it's going to get even better. Check this anime also if you haven't. In at number 7 we have Baki. Baki is a pretty cool series to watch on Netflix. It has enough martial arts violence, suspense and plot to keep you interested. The fights are interesting, the character development is spot on. Baki is an anime that I recently finished and I've seen a lot of hype around it. It's a really good show. After watching Baki, I do not regret the time I spent watching this amazing show. Baki is a great show to watch if you like fighting or anime that has competition. The last 4 episodes or so were out of this world and just so exciting. Every single tournament was intense. Baki is a compelling story about a young man who overcomes a life-threatening and humiliating defeat to achieve a true understanding of the martial arts. In at number 6, we have Beastars. Beastars is a really good anime on Netflix. It's a mixture of fantasy and horror, and for those who like dark-themed stories, it is perfect. The costumes are different from every other Japanese anime and the storyline is unique. This isn't just another silly Japanese cartoon where the cute fuzzy yellow rabbit does cute things. No, this one tells a different kind of story. Beastars is a Netflix original show created by Jack Thorne. I talked about how Beastars is pretty damn good for a Netflix series, how it managed to stay true to the source material, something very hard for movies or TV shows made from books. But the reason why I particularly like this show is that there is some good depth on a philosophical level, which I talk about in this video. Beastars is a really good anime on Netflix. At number 5, we have Bleach. Bleach is a fairly good anime. It's one of those that has sort of a slow start, but if you get past the first few episodes, it gets really good. The art style takes some getting used to, as does the storyline, but there are some truly amazing fights later on in the series, especially the final one. When I first watched it, I felt kind of weird about recommending this to people because I'm picky about what I watch, and for some reason, I just didn't think it would be so great. But when I finally decided to check it out, I was pleasantly surprised. There's something for everyone here. Shonen action, romance, and the sword fights, oh man, that hit the spot. I'm not trying to get you to watch this series, just sharing my favorite anime. Bleach is an excellent series if you're into anime. It's the story of a young man who can see ghosts, and he's destined to save humanity from evil spirits by becoming the Soul Reaper. This series was started in 2004 and finally came to an end in 2012, so check this show on Netflix if you want some sword fights. In at number 4, we have Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online is a story about gamers. It's like a gamer's fantasy come true. What if every game was hosted on servers and there was no lag? Wouldn't that be just awesome? But the problem is, what happens if you can't log out? In Sword Art Online, gamers are trapped in a virtual world run by data for every server in the world. There's no escape except for beating the game, and everyone knows that beating it is impossible. Sword Art Online is a great anime to watch mainly because it's easy to digest in one day. The story has been done so many times and the concept of this anime isn't anything new. However, the execution is what makes this anime worth watching. If you've never seen Sword Art Online before, or if you've only seen 1 or 2 episodes, then this is the video for you. I watch a lot of anime, and sometimes it can be hard to find a series that makes sense to jump into. In at number 3, we have Hunterxhunter. Hunterxhunter is another anime on Netflix that I would recommend to anyone. It's a little weird in all the right ways, and I think you should watch it if you want to watch a good classic shonen anime with some cool stuff going on with the plot and stuff. I've been watching a lot of anime lately, more than I usually do, which isn't a whole lot, but recently I've been on a hunt for the best anime that Netflix has to offer. Hunterxhunter is a great anime to watch on Netflix in my opinion. It's very interesting and very entertaining, with probably one of the best protagonists I've ever seen in anime, and you can tell that it's no mistake why the characters are so well crafted and well written, with the series having over 100 plus chapters. In at number 2, we have the 7 Deadly Sins. In the 7 Deadly Sins, a kingdom is in chaos as the evil Holy Knight attacks. To save the land and her people, Princess Elizabeth seeks out the 7 Deadly Sins, a group of legendary warriors, each possessing her magical weapon. The 7 Deadly Sins is a Netflix exclusive show that follows the adventures of the 7 Deadly Sins and how they plan to overthrow the kingdom. It's beautiful and is very well done. I just watched the 1993 film adaptation of the 7 Deadly Sins, or Nanatsu no Taizai, as it's called in Japanese. It's been a while since I last watched an anime, and this was a fun watch. It's a fantasy adventure story that has lots of action, plot twists, and betrayal to keep you entertained, so you can find it on Netflix. Finally, in at number 1, we have One Punch Man. If you're in the mood to watch some cool anime, I picked One Punch Man. It's a short but awesome show about an average guy that gets superpowers and becomes invincible, so he can take on bad guys and use his superpowers for good. One Punch Man, as you might have heard, is a good anime on Netflix that you should watch. Instead of me telling you how awesome it is and why you should watch it, the show's popularity has exploded in the past year, and it spawned plenty of memes and merch. Most of the attention goes to Saitama, a bald man who can defeat any enemy with one punch. One Punch Man is some good anime on Netflix by Madhouse, the same studio that did Death Note and Attack on Titan. It's about a guy named Saitama who can defeat his opponents with one punch, and eventually grows bored of their pointless ways of fighting and becomes a hero for fun rather than to be acknowledged as strong. It mostly parodies the superhero genre, with dumb villains that are only hard to kill because they have ludicrous superpowers. So, thanks for watching. Do make a comment below which one have you seen. Do share your experience. Don't forget to like the video. Do press the bell icon to get notified about the latest videos and news trends. Till then, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.